Fuxue Alley, a hidden ancient alley within the Ming Dynasty city walls of Xi'an, serving as a testament to the city's long and profound cultural heritage. Fuxue Alley, located between Yongning Gate and Wencheng Gate within the Ming Dynasty city walls at the center of Xi'an, belongs to the Sangsu Street Historical and Cultural District. It is a small north-south alley neighboring the Ballon Museum, starting from the south at Sangsu Street. It runs alongside the west gate of the Ballon Museum, leading north to the museum's back door, together with Chang'anzu Alley to the west and Xiaoningzu Alley to the east. It forms three parallel zoo alleys. Sangsu Street is thus named because of this configuration. Sangsu Street is famous for the one temple and three schools configuration. The three schools refer to Xi'an Prefectural School, Xiaoning County School, and Chang'an County School. The one temple is the Temple of Literature, also known as the Confucius Temple, which is now the Ballon Museum. In the Tang Dynasty, the location of Fuxue Alley was the location of the Great Temple inside the Anshan Gate on the eastern side of the Chang'an Imperial City. At the end of the Tang Dynasty, the Taizu, the highest national educational institution in ancient China, was relocated to this site. In the first year of the Jingyu era of the Northern Song Dynasty, the Jingzhou Prefectural School was founded, relying on the Jingzhou Confucian Temple. In the second year of the Chongqing era of the Song Dynasty AD 1103, the Jingzhou Prefectural School was relocated to the current location of Fuxue Alley on the left side of the Ballon. The Fengyuan Road School of the Yuan Dynasty and the Xi'an Prefectural School of the Ming and Qing dynasties are all part of a continuous lineage from this location. During the Changhua period, the Xiaoning County School and Chang'an County School were successively moved to the east and west sides of the Prefectural School and the Confucian Temple. From then on, with the one temple and three schools gathered in one place, the academic atmosphere flourished. In the 30th year of the Guangxu Emperor 1904, the imperial examination system was abolished, and academies were gradually opened up to become residential neighborhoods, forming this north-south alley. In 2020, amid the roaring sounds of excavators, the numerous old buildings in the Sangsu Street Historical District met their physical demise. Fuxue Alley, as a street adjacent to the west side of the Ballon, the buildings on its side close to the Ballon were the first to bear the brunt. And my great-grandmother's home, the place where I once gathered with my family every year on the first day of the Lunar New Year, was among them. Regrettably, before I had the chance to listen to its stories of the past, it had already gone. A journey of seeking my origins becomes especially important. Shuyuanmen, along with our Sangsu Street and Fuxue Alley, had houses that were relatively dilapidated at that time. They were mostly storefronts, with Fuxue Alley being predominantly storefront houses. There were more bungalows than multi-story buildings. Though Shuyuanmen, Sangsu Street, and our area had a few two-story buildings, most of them are bungalows. The appearance of the buildings in Fuxue Alley in my memory is no different from what it is now. In 1991, in response to the call for shantytown renovation, the original courtyard bungalows were demolished, and the site was rebuilt into the current 1 to 2-story buildings. Uniform imitation ancient sloped roofs, green brick gable walls, and storefronts, such as restaurants and tea houses, are set up on both sides near the entrance of the alley. Before the liberation, I heard from my grandma and my dad. Following the Ballon, both sides of that alley were all selling calligraphy and paintings. Our alley had many calligraphy shops. Back then, our house even hired apprentices. Chang'an County's apprentice workers helped in the house with copying calligraphy works. Your great-grandfather learned stone rubbing from that apprentice. When I was young, I also did stone rubbing. My second grandfather was a member of the Xi'an Historical Research Association. In the 21st year of the Republic of China, he once opened a calligraphy and painting store here with Mr. Yu Yuren named Bao Jingtang. According to my second uncle's recollection, back then, our family's old house was a triple courtyard with a backyard to the south. The main gate was on the north side, directly facing the alley leading to the back door of the Balan. After the reconstruction in 1991, it was divided along the central line into two households, north and south. Only then were the gates of the two households opened on the street side. In the middle of the alley was once the site of the Fuxue Alley Tower. According to my grandmother's recollection, back then, this place was an open square. My great-great-grandfather even held a large banquet here for his wedding. During the Cultural Revolution, a community residence activity room was built here, splitting the alley into a Y shape. Once, the side of the alley leading to the back door of the Balan on the right was all residential houses. Now, the activity room and residential houses have been demolished, and they all belong to the territory of the Balan Museum. As Fuxue Alley was included in the expropriation area, residents on the other side of the alley also moved away one after another. The gates of the once residential houses were tightly locked, and the sound of knocking door bolts could no longer be heard. The stories of the Yao family, Li family, He family, Di family can no longer continue to be told here. Only the tang locust trees and soapberry trees, which have witnessed several centuries, will forever remember the literary grace and the aroma of ink blend with the lively atmosphere of the citizenry life. Nowadays, the three alleys have largely fallen into disrepair. Within the neighborhood, only the Cao family's century-old house remains. Shuyuanmen Cultural and Commercial Street also once faced the fate of demolition. This spring, with the collapse of a surrounding wall, the nearly 3-year-long dispute was temporarily put to an end. Endless streams of tourists shuttle between the Balan and Shuyuanmen. Yet few are aware of the desolate and dilapidated alleys, and of their once lively and prosperous past. Behind the now bustling Shuyuanmen, there lies the severance of cultural continuity. The streets are lined with more vendors selling toys. Various snack carts occupy the center of the road. The mix of food aromas and the scent of ink blend together. How to recognize the once profound literary atmosphere of this neighborhood? Given this perspective, the renovation of the Sangsu Street Historical and Cultural District was indeed necessary. The protection and renewal of historical districts should not forget the path taken to arrive here. This path is not solely the domain of official big names, as times change. Official cultural giants like the Guangzhong Academy and Balan have integrated with the 3 local alleys, the courtyards within these deep alleys, which nurtured generations of families of calligraphers and painters in this cultural haven, are now interwoven with the life of the district. However, with the implementation of the renewal and renovation of Sangsu Street, what is sacrificed is not only the tangible heritage of Ming and Qing ancient houses in the deep alleys, but also the generations of Xi'an stories they have witnessed. The district thrives on the nourishment of culture. History becomes eternal through the acclaim of generations, facing the rebirth of the historical district to tell the story of Sangsu effectively, and to revive the essence of the district's culture, requires the testimony of those born and raised here.